Hi, this is Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere, and I'm the Weatherman. Thanks for checking in to the weathermanpod.com on your Tuesday, the third day of the third month of 2026. And we've got some messy weather across the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. Looks like some rainy conditions from coastal North Carolina. Rain across much of Virginia and Delmarva. And the rainy weather goes all the way up to D.C. and into Maryland. But we do have icy conditions from central Pennsylvania, extending right in through the eastern portion of the state and across central northern New Jersey. A little area of some snow. That'll change over to sleet. Over some freezing rain. Looks like rain in the southern portion of New Jersey from about the Monmouth County coast westward all the way out through Trenton, southward all the way down to Cape May. Looks like rain. But a little bit of snow, North Jersey and Long Island and southern and southeastern New York, southwestern Connecticut, changing to rain during the afternoon. But there could be maybe a coating to an inch of icy, slushy accumulation during the early going into the early afternoon. But then that rainy weather for the afternoon hours as temperatures slowly, gradually rise from around freezing all the way up to near 40 by later in the day and at night. Then it looks like more wet weather because the area of rain extends all the way across the Ohio Valley, central and northern Tennessee Valley, central Mississippi River Valley, and the western and central Plains states. That means a constant stream of much-needed rainfall will be arriving in the east over the next several days. Beyond that, we see high pressure building in from the southwest. And that means some very mild conditions. We can see temperatures next week probably in the 60s and maybe even into the lower 70s in some places, maybe next Wednesday or Thursday. That would plane it right around the 11th, 12th, or 13th of this month. So some very warm weather is coming up, at least for the first half after today. And it does look like wet weather conditions, too, for the remainder of this work week into the early portion of the weekend. Now, if you're traveling by air today, looks like we are going to have that overcast and wet weather with the possibility of rain, sleet, and snow from the New York City area in the early going. But in the afternoon, it'll be just occasional rain. But IFR conditions, which mean between a half hour and maybe 2 hour delays in and out of New York City and the New York City airports. Philadelphia, about the same. Some delays down in Baltimore, D.C., and in the Dulles area because of the weather. Weather looks dry in Boston, but that will change to some snow by later in the day and at night as the storm will pass just to the south. In Chicago, looks like rain and ice, so some delays into there. Minneapolis, St. Paul looking generally dry. Dry weather in Houston and Dallas. Central and South Florida, mostly just some scattered light showers. Atlanta is looking dry. Charlotte is also looking dry after some early fog. And out on the West Coast, looks like foggy conditions early, but then dry conditions. San Diego, L.A., and San Francisco. Rainy weather in Portland and Seattle today. I'm Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere, and I am the Weatherman. Hope you have a great day today. Watch out for the ice, but we will get into some warmer conditions midweek. As mentioned, very warm weather next week. I'll be back with the next details for your Wednesday. See you then.